Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. Today, we actually found something interesting. Now, we found it by accident. We watching Beardo get scared, as we often do, and he mentioned a show called GhostWatch, and how years and years ago, in 1992, it was shown on BBC One. And people freaked out and thought it was real. It was actually just a drama, but it was designed to look like a real broadcast, a live broadcast. And I don't know if any of you were alive back in the day when War of the Worlds was on the radio show in 1938, I think. But it's kind of like that. People thought this was real and were freaking out. They have only ever showed this program once on BBC because people freaked out so bad.
Yeah.
So we went looking for it. We thought, how bad could it be? So we went looking for it, and we found GhostWatch on Shudder, which is a channel on Prime. It's an app. Lots of places have it. But we watched it on Amazon Prime, on their Shudder channel. So it's about an hour and a half long. What did you think?
It was different. It reminded me so much the Enfield hunting.
Yeah, it paralleled. You can obviously tell that they got a lot of ideas from the Enfield haunting and stuff from that time. I could not, for the life of me, see how people could think this was real.
But back in the day...
I was going to say, but back in 1992, there weren't a lot of ghost shows out there. And the way this was filmed, it was designed to look like it was live TV.
Yeah.
You see the guy wandering around behind the presenter with the camera on his shoulder, and then there's the sound guy, and people in the studio.
Your red herring for me would be the guy from the Dwarf.
Oh, yeah. He was an actor, and he was pretending to be a reporter, the roving reporter on the ground.
Yeah.
And he was way over the top, kind of funny, stupid. And if it was a serious thing, he wouldn't have been dumb.
Yeah.
And yes, he was from Red Dwarf, so people would have recognized him, you would think.
You would thought.
Yeah. So this show, like we said, really paralleled the Enfield haunting in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Single mom. She had 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Just 2 daughters, didn't have the third one. They showed a reel-to-reel audio of a session that this parapsychologist or whatever she was did with the oldest daughter. And it was just like Enfield haunting.
Yeah.
Just like The Conjuring House number 2, not The Conjuring 2, where they went to the house in England.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Enfield haunting. Anyway, and they showed, the reel-to-reel of the girl, and she's speaking with the water in her mouth, and the guy that was coming through, same stuff.
Right.
And they showed her at one point also speaking, and this voice coming out of her mouth.
Right.
So... yeah, maybe because we've seen so much stuff that I would never have been convinced that was real.
Yeah.
It was so obviously fake. And the kids all had makeup. I mean, it was clearly designed for TV or designed for consumption.
Right.
What really got me is this was on a set, obviously, because... the very beginning, they're getting ready to go in the house, and they want to show the camera that's been modified with infrared so that even if the lights go out, they can see. And they turn off the lights out in the street. Just turn off the lights for a minute. And the spotlights go out, and there aren't any street lights. So what neighborhood in the world in 1992 didn't have a street light?
Yeah.
So to me, that was it. That was it right there. I knew There'd be no chance in hell it would be real. So it was interesting, though. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you are a fan of
British TV.
The Conjuring House and Conjuring 2 and, ghosty type programs, it is certainly worth watching. But, I mean, they say they only aired this once because people freaked out so bad were calling in to, the TV station and everything. Yeah. And there were kids that had PTSD after watching this. I just don't see it. I can't get there. How could this have been that traumatic that kids would have PTSD? And if it was that scary, why were parents letting their kids watch it in the first place?
Well, it was on Halloween.
Yeah, it was a Halloween show. Yeah. Like, honest to God, of course it's going to be scary. So yeah, it was good as far as the drama goes. Cuts off at the end very abruptly. Yeah. So you don't really know how it's supposed to have ended, but that's okay. It makes up for it's spooky. It is spooky. And in parts it was really dry and okay, I know what's going to happen. But
yes, I'd like to.
So if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch this for free by signing up for the free 30-day trial, which is what we did. And we're going to spend some time roaming around Shudder now. I don't know, we didn't subscribe before, but anyway, here we are. There is a free 30-day trial, and we can decide if we're going to keep it after that. Which I guess is what it's intended to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, go watch it. Let us know what you think, and let us know how much you think it parallels. I think it's crazy similar.
Yeah,
crazy similar. Yeah. They obviously got their inspiration from that case.
Yeah.
Which had been out obviously all over the news in the late 70s. The Enfield haunting was at the mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
So, lots of information to follow on.
Well, yeah.
But they have the presenter in the studio with his counterpart, who is I think she's like a parapsychologist or something. Yeah. And she's very, just like, in the show, where it doesn't want to admit things might be... Oh, and in the movie here that we watched, the oldest daughter was faking stuff, too. Yeah. Banging on the pipes, and they caught her banging on the pipes. Yeah.
You wanted me to do this.
And that was the younger girl saying, we gave you what you wanted. Yeah. So they were both in on doing stuff.
Yeah.
But the oldest daughter was the one who got caught.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And, of course, the mom's go, oh, no, they're not faking it. Well, we saw you faking it. It's not true. At least that part wasn't. Yeah. So, yeah, it was interesting. And then that spot under the stairs where they called it a glory hole. I try not to laugh several times because over here in North America, a glory hole is a whole different thing. Than a little spot under the stairs. And I'm not even going to say what it is on our podcast here, because I think most of you probably have heard what a glory hole is. And if you haven't,
love you long time.
Look it up. Yeah. Bruce can tell you all about it. He's got the dirtier mind than I do. But yeah, it was different.
It was a well done production.
It was a well done production because it was made for this. It was made as a entertainment thing. But it was, what I found was really cool though, because this was made in 1992. There was no wireless.
Yeah.
Everything was corded, and they're pulling around the camera cords behind them and everything. And it was like, okay, big long cords throughout the house. It was very different from what we're used to now, where everything is wireless and battery
No
operated.
cell phones.
No cell phones, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked that part of it. It was quite authentic. And then, of course, they had the telephone panel for people to call in, and it was pretty cool. It was really cool to have something to look back on for that time period, and how a live event would have been done back then.
Yeah.
Because it certainly
wouldn't
have been done like that. Well, it would have been done like that now, but it would obviously have been a little different with the wireless and different camera angles and night vision cameras instead of infrared. I looked at it thinking it's not just infrared; it's more like heat stuff.
Yeah.
But
FLIR.
Yeah, like a FLIR. But I guess that's kind of what infrared is. But yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. It is called GhostWatch, all one word.
Right.
And there are some programs on YouTube that talk about this that will give you sort of a overview. You're not going to find the actual program on YouTube because we tried.
Yeah.
There'll be little clips and things. So if you want to have a good idea, you can go watch one of those programs where I think there was a 30-year anniversary of GhostWatch. There's a program like that. And it's about an hour and 20 minutes long, hour and a half long. We haven't watched that. Probably not gonna, because we went and found the original, which was pretty cool. So thank you, Beardo, for pointing us in this direction. It was a good afternoon to watch something that's kind of different. Yeah, it's so hot here. It's like 1,000 degrees outside. We're in hell.
Yes.
Which is, for watching something like this, I guess that's a good place to be. It is so hot today. We are under storm watch. We might get a thunderstorm later. I don't care about the thunderstorm. I just want some rain to cool things off a little bit. It is 35 degrees outside right now. I mean, we've had hotter.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
So it's about 101.
It is. It's 1,000 degrees and it's hot. Anything over 30 degrees is just too hot. It could be. It doesn't matter how hot it is. It's too hot. Yeah. But hopefully it'll start to cool off soon. Yeah. Anyway, just a little shorty for today, I guess.
Yeah.
Still got a lot to say. I always have a lot to say, but not today. Yeah. We are going to take ourselves off. Hope you have a great day wherever you are in this great big wide world. Stay cool or stay warm, depending.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Bye now.